Hello everyone, Carla here from Documenting the Journey. Thank you for joining me today. Today I've got some very fun things. Today is MakseLife Review Crew Day. So if you have not been following me for very long, I have been in the MakseLife goal setting system since it first came out in 2020. And I have the privilege today of going over some items with you. Some I've had before, some are new and I love. So I have 2 planners, I have a few accessories, and then I will admit this is like the 3rd time I have filmed this video. Three times. So the very first time I filmed it, I think I just rambled too much. I have zero chill when it comes to this company, when it comes to Sierra and all of the things that she creates, because I just love them so much. They help me in my everyday life so much. So I was a little excited on the first video, but I am going to try again. We are going to get through it. It is all going to work out. So I think the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to show you everything that I got, and then I will kind of flip the camera around, and then I will show you the insides of the planners. The daily is going to be new to the company this year. The flagship planner I also got. I've been in that one since 2020, so there's just a couple of design changes that we'll go over as well, and there are some fun accessories. One of the things that I am most excited about is this daily. So this is going to be an A5 daily. It's on a coil. It has a vegan leather cover. It's got beautiful blind embossing, and it has an elastic closure as well that you can choose to use or choose not to use. And it's gorgeous. So there are a lot of options this year. As far as planners go, there's 21 options, which is insane. So I will go ahead and discuss those kind of throughout the video. So feel free to grab a notebook, grab a pen. I'll be discussing pricing and everything as well. So I'm gonna go over the daily, and then I'll be going over the flagship, which is their 12-month dated. This one's the one on the wire O coil. There's 4 design cover choices. I chose the chevron with this really sweet little gratitude heart on the front. And then you've got the company logo on the back as well. And so, like I said, the guts of the flagship are all the same. There are just some kind of design changes, and I'll go over those with you as well. As far as accessories go, I got a A5 dot grid notebook. This is a new color to MakseLife this year. This is a light teal. They had these in a MakseLife gray last year. I got some sticky pads for the habit tracker, which I am super excited about, like super excited about. And then I got a pen pouch. I love this pen pouch so much. So let's go ahead and start with the planners. I think the first planner I want to start with is the one that I'm most excited about, which is the 3-month quarterly Undated Daily. Again, y'all, I've got zero chill. I'm already in this planner. So I will kind of flip the camera around, and then we'll walk through everything together, and we'll just talk all the things. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the exterior part of the planner. This is an A5 size. It is on a traditional wire metal coil. It is the silver or platinum coil. I don't really remember what this one color was called. I always call it silver. But it's also just got this gorgeous vegan leather cover and this beautiful blind embossing. I absolutely love the texture of this cover. I think it's just absolutely gorgeous. And then this is the teal. Like I said, this planner is going to come in 4 cover choices. You're going to have the teal, which is this. You'll also have a salmon, taupe, or I kind of call that one the MakseLife gray. And you'll also have a blush. And these are 3-month planners. So we're going to walk through it and we'll figure it out. But let's go ahead and go and open the inside. So one thing that you'll notice that is not standard to the actual planner. Again, guys, I have zero chill. I'm already in this planner. I'm living in it and I love it. I actually rounded my corners already. And so when you get the planner, it is going to have these page edges here. You're going to have just the traditional 90-degree angle page edges. I couldn't wait, guys. I just had to do it. Okay, so I rounded my corners already. But the paper, this is 120 GSM bright white recycled paper with soy-based ink. I am pretty sure it is just a touch different than last year. I feel like it's just a little bit smoother, and you guys, I'm here for it. I absolutely love it. I think it feels amazing. As you can see, I'm already living in it. I'm not having any pen issues. I've tried multiple different pens. And so I'm loving it. I'm so excited. I'm going to ramble and it's just going to be an awkward video, and we're rolling with it because I'm just really having a lot of fun with this. So I am loving the A5 size for a daily. I absolutely love A5 size. I have found that for me personally, my biggest functional planners are A5 size or smaller. And it has been a long time since I've been in a coiled planner as well. I've been in bookbound for about a year. And so this took me a lot to get used to. But for those of you that are already in coiled planners, it's not going to be an issue at all. And so the inside of your covers, you just have a really nice lined gray and white here. And then you've got your little cover page. So there's a lot of really fun details that I like about this planner. So I love that the pages have MakseLife written here. And then as far as the beginning parts of the planner, a lot of this is the same as the internal goal setting system of your flagship planner as well. So you're going to have your welcome letter. You're going to have all of the information about getting started on goals, what types of goals to do, how to take your assessment. It gives you all of the instructions here on this next page, questions to answer as well. And then it has your intentions page and your word of the year, setting goals and how to do that, in addition to the 3 types of goals there are. And so this is, I'll show you in the flagship planners a little bit later, but this is kind of a new design. Again, it's all the same information, but just the design has been cleaned up a lot, and I love it. I'm loving the new design. And then again, you've got some more goal setting, and this is going to be in every single one of the 3-month planners. And so you can really just kind of jump in at any time. So your goal setting information, things to consider when you're setting goals in these particular areas. And then you have a dot grids page here, which you can use for any overflow type of notes. You can create a mind map of one goal that you want to work on and then how you're going to work on it and stuff like that too. So I like that extra space. And then you have your annual goals. So your annual goals are going to be in your 3-month planners. I personally am going to be changing this to quarterly goals. I have been in the MakseLife system, like I said, since 2020. I really struggle still to this day with annual goals. I think it's harder for me to see the big picture. And so I'm going to be changing these to quarterly goals. And that way I have all of it in one book as well. And so you've got all 8 areas on 4 different pages here for your quarterly goals. You also have a focus section, and you also have this question at the end. It says, how will my life improve by reaching these goals? And so I love those questions in there as well. And then you still have a vision board, which I actually really like the idea of a vision board in a 3-month planner, because a lot can change in 3 months. And if you wanted to create a different vision board in 3 months from now, you'll have a whole new planner and you'll have a completely different vision board. And I absolutely love that. And so you've got quick goal setting tips here, and then you get into the actual planner itself. So this is your beginning of the month. So your months are not labeled. I actually labeled these. I'm going out of order in the planner, but it's okay. We're going to be fine. So these are undated. So your tabs, this, and this, these tabs will be unlabeled. So you can kind of see that there is a sticker on there. Sierra thought of everything, y'all. So she made these really cool stickers. And guys, these suckers are thick. And they are really, really thick stickers. And they are super, super sticky. And there are 2. So that way you can have one on the front and one on the back. So that way it's undated. You can jump in on any time. You don't have to worry about using a Sharpie to write your months there. Y'all, she thought of everything. So I pre-labeled all of my tabs. And this is what your monthly view looks like. So you've got a blank space up here for you to write your month. You've got an undated calendar with 5 weeks, and then you have a note section over here. I love this spread. It is very simple. It is very clean. It is a full grayscale. There's no color. You can decorate it if you want to, or you can just do what I did and just do super simple pen only type of spread as well. And then once you go into your month, you're going to have your monthly goals. And so you're going to have that layout next. And then after your monthly goals, you're going to have a reflection page and a weekly actions. So this reflection page is actually supposed to come from your previous week, which is not in this planner. And so I know that that can be very confusing for some people. So if you wanted to just start out a brand new planner, you can leave this blank. You can create a menu for the week. You can create a shopping list for the week. I mean, you can really do anything with this page. And then you'll just jump straight into your weekly action items that are all based off of your monthly goals. After your weekly actions, you're going to have a weekly overview page. I love, 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 love this page. So again, if you've been following me, you kind of know that I've been in the Hobonichi weeks for almost this entire year, and I absolutely love this layout. So I basically copied the same layout from my weeks that I have, and I just put it in here. So I have all of my time-sensitive stuff here on the left. I just used a pencil to draw this line in. I'll show you the blank version in a second. I have my date-sensitive items here, and then I have my weekly to-do list, and then I have some information down at the bottom regarding my kids' school stuff and our menu. So the blank layout looks like this. So it's just a very simple, very clean layout. So you can kind of see that I drew my lines here and I just used a pencil and a ruler to draw those lines. And then you will just go ahead and come in and fill in your week here. If you have a focus for that week, this is a good spot for it. And then you'll just do your days down here as well. So this is kind of what the blank version looks like. And we'll go ahead and look at the blank daily version as well. So again, I love this layout because it is very functional. It is a list maker's heaven and it is unlabeled. I love that she left everything unlabeled. So I'll show you how I'm using it, but this is my to-do list. These are my don't forget or, top priority type things. And then I have an hourly timeline here. This whole dot grid area down here is just kind of an overflow section for me. And I've used these 3 boxes in multiple different ways. I have used these 3 boxes to track my health goals. I've used these 3 boxes for gratitude, for weather and a step count. You can even put meals down here, or you can use those areas up here. You can put meals up here. You can put gratitude up here. That's part of the reason I love that this is an unlabeled planner, is because there's really no right or wrong way to use this. So how I've been using it. So the first week I did just pen only, and I did all of my to-do list, my don't forget items, my hourly timeline, and then just some notes and gratitude down here, and then my health and tracking and activity and sleep down here. And so you will have 7 undated pages, and you will always have Monday on the right, and you will always have Saturday and Sunday together. So I also started printing out these pages as soon as Sierra had the PDF available. And this is what I did on a printout version of my weekends. A lot of weekends we don't keep an hourly timeline, so I just put like happy little moments of things to be grateful for or things to remember. Throughout the day, I wanted to remember that I had one-on-one time with each one of my kids, because this is really hard to do. And I got a new bike and I went on a bike ride around the block with my kids and stuff like that. So that's another thing that you can use down there as well. And so again, because it's unlabeled, it's just a really nice layout because it's just super duper flexible. And you can see on the weekends, I didn't even do any activity tracking, but that's okay. So after your weekend, you'll go back into your reflections and you'll go back into your weekly actions. And these weekly actions are for the week following. And then this week, I decided to do something a little bit different. I continued using my weekly overview the same way because it works for me. I've been doing it since February and I love it. This layout works for me very, very well. But this week I decided to play with some stickers, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of excited about it. So these are some daily duo kits from Kevin A. Creates, who was formerly the paper planner dude. And I actually ordered these for my bullet journal that I started in May, but as soon as I got my hands on this, I just put my bullet journal aside. I just didn't really need it anymore. So again, so you've got your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then your weekends here. And then this basically just repeats over and over until you reach the end of the month. So you will have 5 full weeks in every single month tab. At the end of the week, you'll have a monthly reflections, and I highly recommend you use this page because I think when it comes to yearly reflections at the end of the year, this is a nice page to refer to. But you basically just kind of go through assessing the month, how you feel about the month, what worked, what didn't work, things that you can change in the future with monthly goals for the next month. And then you go into your next tab, you still have your spread, and then it just repeats for the full 3 months. So one thing that I did, again, because y'all, I have zero chill, I was so excited about this planner, is I went through and on my, let me find it, on my weekly overview, I went through and pre-dated all of my pages. So this week is going to be November 29th to December 5th. And I'm going to finish that week off in my 5th week of this tab. And then I'm going to go into December, and you can see I've already done my sticker kits. So this is December 6th through 12. And then you've got December 13 through 19, 20 through 26. And then this next week is going to be the beginning of January. So December 27th to January 2nd. But check this out. This is a 5th week in the tab of December, and you're not going to need it because this week here goes until January 2nd. And so all of these pages can be repurposed. So I'm covering this because I've actually repurposed this page already, and I've got some notes down for another video that I will be doing on reflections. And so this weekly glance page is not going to be needed. So you can either repurpose it, or you can snip these pages out and move it to a different monthly tab, which is actually what I did. So I'll show you how I did that as well. And so I kept almost all of these. I snipped one page out because when you go into January, you actually need the 5 weeks. And so this first week is January 3 through 9, January 10 through 16, January 17 to 23, and then you've got 24 to 30. But I wanted January all in this book. So what I did is I snipped out one page, and I'm going to actually have January 24 through 31, which is actually 8 daily pages. And so that's what I did is I went ahead and I just added in an additional page to my January slot. And so it can get a little intimidating and it can get a little confusing with undated planners, but to be honest, if you don't mind having blank pages, then it's not going to bother you at all whatsoever. So I personally wouldn't worry too much about it because you'll just kind of week by week, you'll find the flow and you'll figure out exactly what to do. All right, so here is the page that I just snipped out. So we've got to do the 24th through the 31st. So this will be the 24th, 25th, 26th, 27, 28, 29, 30. And then I'm going to add this one in to make that extra day. And that way, I'm probably overthinking this, to be honest. But that way I don't have to use a whole new week section for just one extra day, because I want all of that week to be kind of in the same little weekly view. Again, I'm totally overthinking this. You really don't have to do this. This is like just me being a weird version of myself. So there you go. So now I have just like an extra day, and then I still have extra pages back here, which is totally fine. I will go ahead and repurpose just like I did this one, and I'll just use those extra pages for additional notes and stuff like that. So once you get through all of that, you've got your 3 months in this planner, and then you have your monthly reflections, and then you come to your assessment. So in the flagship planner and in the 6-month undated planner, you're gonna have an assessment every 3 months. And in this planner, it just happens to be at the beginning and at the end. I personally think that I will not be, I haven't decided. So a big thing with having a 3-month planner that I need to figure out of what is going to work for me is I think I'm going to do this assessment, and I'm going to take this assessment based off of all of the questions at the front, and then I'm going to do some reflections. When I start my next book, I think I'm going to take these exact scores and just copy it into the very, very beginning. And so that way in the same book, I can kind of have like where I started and where I ended. And yes, it's a little bit over redundant and it's a little bit of copying, but I'm just going to write my end of the quarter assessment. In my next book, I'll just write the months that this assessment was, and then go through my whole book, and then I'll just retake my assessment. I hope that makes sense. So you do have the quarterly assessment in here, and then you do have an extra dot grid page in order to do some reflections on as well. And then you have this tab that is called extras, and I think Sierra is just a genius. So a lot of people, when they have a 3-month planner, they're very nervous because they don't have a whole year with them as they're going about their regular day. She thought of that. You have 9 boxes in this planner for future planning. Now, because I was doing a bullet journal, I do my future log a little bit different. So you can potentially have a full 12 months of plans in one 3-month book. This is how I chose to do my future log. So I did my future log on December. I did all of the days of the week, and then I just wrote SS for Saturday and Sunday, so that way I know that this is the weekend. And then if I am scheduling anything in the future, I'll know Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that kind of thing. So this is just kind of how I did my future log. I am, oddly enough, I'm more of a vertical future log and a horizontal planner, if that makes any sense. I know it's super, super weird, but I'm a weird person and I'm cool with that. So again, this works for me because I was able to adapt these boxes to my style of future logging. And you can see that I've already even scheduled a dental appointment for my kids, and that is in March, which technically is not in this book, but I have it written down now. So the biggest downside with this is there's going to be some copying. And again, I'm totally fine with that because I'm the type of person, I actually enjoy writing my plans down. I enjoy writing things down. And the more I write things down, the more I remember them anyway. And so you've got your future log back here. Again, it is 9 months of planning. And then you have some dot grid pages for notes. So you have 16 pages or 16, I don't know what you guys call these. Everybody gets confused on the pages, but there's 8 actual page counts. But this is 2 pages, if that makes sense, because you have the front and the back. So 16 pages of dot grid notes. And then you've got the cutest little A5 pocket. I just love this thing. So you have a pocket in the back as well. And this is where you will find your adhesive sticky tabs for your monthly tabs. And then at the very, very back, you can tell that I'm sticker hoarding already. You do have a page of stickers with the MakseLife goal setting colors on there. And you also have a little laminated pouch. And I actually deconstructed my functional sticker book and I put all of those in that cute little pouch in the back. So Again, A5 size on a coil, vegan leather cover, amazing paper, 120 GSM, bright white paper, soy-based ink, elastic closure. Like, seriously, can this get any better? Okay, so pros, all of it, seriously, like everything. Like, I went from, oh gosh, you guys have no idea how many planners I bought for 2022, but guys, this is it. Everything I need is in this one planner. It's got my monthly, it's got my goals, it's got my weekly, and it's got all of my daily spreads. So I will be living in this planner for the near future. One thing that I did notice that does not bother me, but I want everybody to be aware of it, and it could be just the copy that I got, is due to the nature of the cover and the size of these holes, my cover sticks just a little bit when I kind of open it. And so it doesn't happen all of the time. The pages, I've never once had an issue with the pages sticking. I have had free flow pages the entire time. But say I'm way back here and I want to close my planner, see how it kind of sticks? But I truthfully think that that's just because of the cover material and the size holes. I don't really think that there's anything to be done about it. I don't think you can even make these holes bigger, because then you would kind of run into the cover like falling off, and we don't want that. So that is really the only kind of negative thing that I have found about this planner. But guys, I love the planner so much that will absolutely not bother me in the least at all whatsoever. Okay, so your 3-month undated daily or quarterly undated daily. I can't remember how they're going to call it on the website. This is love for me. You guys, just love, 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 love. Okay, so that is by far my favorite planner of the entire launch. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to what they are calling the flagship planner. This is your 12-month 7x9 dated annual planner. This is the one that is on the Wire O coiling. She is a chunky beast, or he, depending on if you even name your planners. I chose the chevron cover. There are 4 covers. There's 2 in-house designs, and there are 2 artist designs. So I'm going to bust out my planner that I already have going on for 2021, and we are just going to do a quick flip through of these. Because like I said, none of the information has changed. All of the information for the goal setting system is still the same. There are updated coaching tips, and I will go ahead and show you that. And the internal design has changed as well. And so I'll show you an example of the internal design. I've got to get back to the very front of my planner. Y'all, I'm all the way in the back of my planner because it is... Okay, and I've got so many notes in my planner. Let's just go page by page. And then I will go ahead and compare down here with this guy. Okay, so we're the same here. Same here. Same here. Okay. All of that is the same. Okay, so here's one of the biggest design changes, and I'll just do a side by side. So this is the 2022. And this is the 2021. So you can see all of the information here is the same, but look at how nice this design is. I write a lot of notes in my planner, y'all. So I just love the fact that she changed this design. To me, it looks a little bit more clean. It looks a little bit more aesthetically appealing, in my opinion. So I love this design change here. And this is what you're going to notice in the 2022 versus the 2021, is just these tiny little design changes. And then this is the same. And then you've got your vision. Well, I didn't really use this as a vision board. I basically just used, y'all, this word of the year did not work for me, by the way. I used this page here just to kind of decorate it and put my word of the year on there. And then here's another design change that you've got in your annual goals. So like I said, y'all, I'm not very good at annual goals. So I still have sticky notes in my old planner on my annual goals. Isn't that insane? Okay. So, oh my gosh, so many of my annual goals are just absolutely awful too. Okay. Let's just go here. Okay. So the biggest design change is just instead of having this flag, you have a full banner. Instead of having the scallop, you just have a nice clean circle. You still have your focus, but because the flag's not there, you have a fuller, that's not a word. You have a full line for your focus. And then you still have your little question down here on how your life is going to improve by reaching all of these goals as well. So again, this is just one of those design changes. And then there was another pretty big design change coming up soon that I absolutely really loved. Okay, so your cover pages, there is nothing wrong with either one of these. I think both of these pages are absolutely beautiful, but I have noticed that a lot of people like to design literally every page in their planner, which I think is amazing. I think that it's great that they want to do that. You have a lot more room on this one to do that versus your stuff being front and center in here. And then you've got your monthly. Oh, you know what? Let's go to a month that I haven't used yet. Hang on just one second. Okay, so we're going to compare, let's just compare apples to apples. Let's compare December to December. Okay, so another design change that you've got, this is 2021, this is 2022, is the year was taken out, which I think is totally fine because you already know what planner you're in. And then your font was changed a little bit here. I actually like this better. Again, I feel like it's more aesthetically appealing. I like the cleaner look of it. And y'all, check this out. I did not think that this little grayscale ombre would bother me. Y'all, it kind of did. It's gone in 2022. And I'm so excited about that. So excited about that. Because this showed up on a lot of pages. Like it showed up on your notes and reflection page. It showed up here on your monthly reflections page. You know, it showed up here. It was a lot in this planner. And I really didn't think that it bothered me until like halfway through the year. But it is no longer. And it's just, it makes for such a cleaner, more beautiful page, in my opinion. Everything else is still very similar on the design. A lot of these quotes up here have been updated. Some of them have been left the same as well. And so let's go ahead and go back. Oh gosh, we were in, you know what? Let's stay in December because I want to show you guys like the actual blank layout because a lot of my layouts are very heavily used. Okay, so December goals, again, you just have that same design change where the scallop is gotten rid of, the flag has been gotten rid of, and instead of monthly goals December, it just says December goals, which again, I like this so much better. Not that this wasn't like over redundant, but it was kind of over redundant. Okay, so you do have updated quotes here in the 2022. And then your weekly actions page, another really big change that I've loved, not just the fact that we've gotten rid of this ombre stuff you got going on down here, but she actually wrote all of your reflection questions on the top. So up here it says reflect on wins, what worked, what didn't work, lessons learned, and adjustments needed. And it's in a very light grayscale. So even if you didn't want to use this as a reflections page and you wanted to use it as a menu or just decorating or journaling, whatever you wanted to, it can easily be covered with washi or just even white out, to be honest, because this is bright white paper. So you can totally white out on this and it wouldn't be an issue at all. Another thing that has been changed a little bit is the shade of the dot grid. This was very faint, and this is just a little bit more bold, and I'll be honest, I really like it a lot. One of my other absolute favorite changes is on your weekly actions page. So I've never been one that counted my weeks when I did any sort of planning. So week 48 versus November 28 to December 4, this for my brain works so much better because that way I know that these weekly actions go with the following pages. I'll be honest, I've been in this system for so long. I've got my routine and I've got my groove. I probably don't even need that. But I think for people that are new to the system, this is going to be insanely beneficial. I think this is going to help a lot of people just kind of make sure that they keep all of their weeks together and make sure that they're doing their correct weekly actions for that following week. Okay, so as far as the actual horizontal layout goes, I personally didn't notice any design changes at all. I feel like maybe the color is a little bit more bold in the 2022, but everything is the exact same size. Everything is the same spacing, and it's basically the entire layout is completely the same. This is the 2022, this is the 2021. And so I think that the layout itself in the horizontal anyway, I'm assuming it's the same in the vertical, but I don't have a vertical, so I'm not 100% sure. The layout itself is still the same. So you basically go through all of your month and your weeks and stuff like that. And then you come into the extras. So my extras, I'm not going to be able to do a side-by-side comparison because I combined two layouts in my one planner. So I have a ton of note pages because I had two planners in one planner. So I don't know how many note pages were in the 2021, but in 2022, you have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 note pages in the back. And then you still have this beautiful laminated-ish type really thick pocket, and it's a pocket on both sides. You have an updated sticker sheet. You don't have that scallops anymore, and you've got some new stickers on it as well. And then you have your pocket in the back, and then you still have the elastic closure on the front as well. And so again, like I said, this one is called the Flagship Planner. So let's real quick talk, because I know everybody wants to know pricing. The Flagship Planner, this is the 12-month dated. It's the 7x9 on the wire O coil, and it's got the 120 GSM bright white recycled paper with 4 different cover options. This is going to be $76, and you get the entire year for it. Your quarterly Undated Daily is your A5. It's got the vegan leather cover with 4 color options, a standard spiral coil, same paper. And this is only 3 months, and this one is going to be $58. So it's going to be $58 every 3 months, or 58 times 4 if you use it for the entire year. So other things that Sierra has thought about, and I do not have them to show you, but I want to go ahead and mention them, and I'll put all of this information down below as well. So she also thought about those people that wanted all of the same stuff, but in a different binding format. So she has an unpunched and an unbound A5 daily, and those are going to be sold still with the same guts, just without the cover and without the coil. And those will be sold for $44. And again, that is only 3 months. You're still going to have all of the tabs. You're still going to have the tab stickers and everything. And so if you are looking for something that is a little bit cheaper and you still want all of the goal setting system, but you still want all the planner stuff too, the unbound unpunch for the daily is $44. Again, you're going to have to punch it yourself, put it in your discs, or put it in your rings. She also has an unbound unpunched version of the 7x9. However, it's going to be a 6-month undated. So she has a 6-month undated on a standard coil that is 7x9. And then she also has a 6-month undated inserts, which are the unbound and the unpunched, also 7x9. So the 6-month on a coil, undated planner, you can still get the horizontal or the vertical. That one is going to have the vegan leather covers, which is the same as this, but it's going to be 2 covers. It's going to be taupe or blush. That one is going to be $64. If you want just the guts only of the 7x9 planner, it will not be dated. It is going to be the guts of a 6-month undated, and it will not have a cover and it will not have a coil, and those will be $48. And y'all, she's also coming out with a digital planner. Like, oh my gosh, I'm actually really excited that she did that, because I remember when she first started MakseLife, she said that she didn't think that she would do digital planning. And y'all, it has been a project. It has been a project. I know that it has been a project. I know her and Darian have been working so very hard on it. There is going to be a digital. It is going to be in horizontal. It isn't going to be in vertical as well. You can buy one or the other. The really cool thing with the digital is you're going to get all 4 of the covers. Excuse me. You're going to get the 2 in-house covers, and you're going to get the 2 artist series covers as well. We do not have any information as far as pricing. I do think that she's going to be releasing that in December, because it is a digital and it is going to be compatible with GoodNotes and Notability as well. And from the information that I got from Darian is you can essentially add unlimited note pages anywhere in the digital file. So keep an eye out for that if you're a digital planner, because she's got you. She's got you. So, okay, so those are the paper planners I've got. So now let's discuss some accessories. I know this video is getting long. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and sticking through all of this because it is so much information. Like I said, I'm going to type everything up down in the notes below, so be sure to check down there for the link to the website in addition to all of the pricing and everything here as well. So the dot grid notebook this year, she did a light teal cover. This was the cover from last year. The internal part is still the same. You still have the same number of pages. You still have the exact same paper that you have in your planners, which is, again, 120 GSM, bright white, recycled content with soy-based ink and that cute little gratitude heart. And her notebooks are a lay flat binding as well, which I absolutely love. And so this year they are going to be available in this new light teal color, in addition still to the last year's gray color. And these are going to be $10 each. And they are 30 pages printed front and back. And there's a linen texture cover. So the cover is really cool as well. It's kind of like this texture, but a little bit smoother. And then you've got the gold foiling on the front and on the back as well for these dot grid notebooks. Your habit tracker sticky pad, y'all, I am ridiculously excited about this little dude. So this is a sticky note pad with a habit tracker because the Daily does not have a habit tracker, which is by far one of my favorite features of the flagship planner. Okay, so this is how I am using it. So I am keeping it on my weekly view. I will kind of see how this works, but because it's a sticky, y'all, you can just change it to every single day. Every time you turn the page, just change your habit tracker sticky so that way you can keep up on your habits with every single day. And this is, the paper is just a little bit different, not by much. It is still bright white. It's recycled content still, but it's 80 GSM instead of 120 GSM. But you guys, it's a sticky note. You have no idea how excited I am about any sticky note type of anything. I love sticky notes. So I'm very excited about this. And this is the exact same habit tracker layout that is in the horizontal flagship planner as well. And there are 60 of these. So guys, guess what? You only need one for the entire year. This is going to be $4 for an entire year's worth of habit tracking, which is, I think, such a great deal. I love it. All right, last thing, the fun thing, the telescoping pen pouch. I'm so excited about this little guy. Okay, so this little pen pouch is a linen outside pen pouch. It's got a white and a gray outside, and it's got this super awesome little MakseLife tag on it. You guys, it's the little things that make me super happy. And it fits Tombos. You do have to angle them a little bit, but I've got 4 in here, and I have 2 packs of the Zebra Sarasa Vintage Collection pens in here. And oh my gosh, guys, I just love it. So it's got a really beautiful teal inside. It's the same color as your dot grid notebook. But yeah, check this out. How much fun is this? I love this. And this is going to retail at $15. And I just love the colors together. I think it's just a really great contrast with these colors. Okay, so other things to consider for accessories, things that I do not have, is they're going to have washi. So they're going to have a time grid washi that you can use in your vertical layouts or even in your daily layouts. They're going to have all of the times, and they're going to be half-hour spaced. And so this will say 8 and this will say 9 down here. They're also going to have a bullet washi, which has your squares and circles on it. And I think the bullet washi also has hearts on it as well. But the time washi is going to be $4.50, and the bullet washi is going to be $5.50. And Sierra also came out with adhesive pen loops. They're gorgeous. I've seen them before and they're really pretty. But it's a little black vegan leather type square that has a huge gigantic sticky pad on it. And then you've got this type of material. What is this called? I've been filming too long, y'all. Elastic material for your pen loop. And those can go on the covers of your planners. Those are going to be $5. Now, I've talked to Sierra a lot about these pen loops, and she said those things are sticky. I would highly recommend, if you wanted the adhesive pen loop, I would get one for every single planner, because I don't think you're going to be able to remove it and replace it in your next planner without ruining your actual cover itself. And then, you know, of course, some of the other things that she'll still have on the website is the sticker books, the 15-page functional sticker books. Oh my gosh, another thing, you guys, I forgot. She is creating, and it will be for sale, a daily gigantic A5 size full page of just your daily layout. It's going to be a gigantic sticky pad. And these daily layouts, this is A5 size. So this is the same size as her companion notebooks. And the A5 sticky pad, which is this daily layout, can fit inside of your companion notebooks. And so if you're using your companion notebooks and you have a really busy day, or even if you're using, you know, one of the flagship or the undated 6-month planners that are 7x9, and you don't have the need for an entire daily planner, she's got these pages on a gigantic sticky pad that is A5 size that you can stick right into your planners or your companion notebooks. So the daily sticky notepad, you're going to have 60 sheets, and it's going to be a one-sided print because it's a gigantic Post-it note, basically. So you're going to have 60 sheets. The paper on that will be different. This is 120 GSM. The paper on the A5 daily sticky notepad is going to be 80 GSM. Which is the same paper as the, where did it go? Habit Tracker sticky pad. Oh my gosh. I don't know where the Habit Tracker sticky pad went, but, oh, here it is. So it's going to be the same paper as here. And just so you guys know, I've already written on it, okay? I've done some highlighting on it. I pushed really hard. It kind of did bleed through a little bit, but my pen had no issue. So, oh my gosh, she's coming out with so much fun stuff. Okay. That was so much information. This is a long video. And again, I appreciate you guys sitting with me and hanging out with me and just kind of squealing with all of my excitement. So again, you've got 21 different planner options with all of the cover choices and all of the layout choices. So it's a lot. I will type everything down at the bottom. Feel free to DM me or ask me questions down here on the YouTube comments about anything. I am going to be using the Undated Daily Planner. This is going to be my everyday. I'm going to carry it with me. I'm going to be in it. I'm going to write in it. I'm literally going to use it every single day. My flagship planner, I will still use, but I'm going to be using this kind of the same way I'm using mine now. I call it my heart and soul planner. So I'll be doing memory keeping. I'll be doing reflections, accomplishments, wins, gratitude. This is going to be my forever. I keep on my bookshelf. I dust it every month. Love planner. I'm sure I'll probably keep my daily for a while because I really have a hard time throwing planners away. But I'm not really going to refer back to this one very much because it's a lot of like my nitty gritty, like do laundry type to-dos. So yeah, so that's my plan for the MakseLife stuff is daily, all the time, every day, total workhorse, and my keep forever fun, loving, memory keeping planner. So if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. I appreciate you guys sticking through it and watching everything. And I'm really curious if you guys are buying anything on this launch. And if you're not, I completely understand. Don't feel bad. I appreciate you watching anyway. But let me know what you guys are buying, if you're buying anything, or if you're going to wait a little bit. If you're going to be buying, I would highly recommend buying at least 2 of these because that'll give you 6 months of daily planning. And then maybe when you're in your 4th month, maybe your 5th month, you can reorder if she has it stocked on the website. But she said that she's going to do her best to kind of restock everything throughout the year as it sells out. So Again, so much. I really appreciate you guys sticking with me, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. I hope this was helpful. Go check all of this stuff down at the bottom in the information. I'm going to have everything typed out for you, so that way you know exactly what's available and you know the prices also. Thank you. Enjoy your day.